This paralyzed girl suddenly realized that her mother had been giving her pet medication for 19 years, and that's exactly what had been causing her paralysis all along. She didn't dare confront her mother directly, so she pretended to keep taking the pills her mother gave her. The moment her mother left the room, the girl immediately spit out the pills. She desperately wanted to know why her mother was making her take this medication. That night, while her mother was asleep, she quietly took the elevator down to the computer to search online, planning to look up what kind of drug this was. But to her surprise, there was no internet connection at home. What she didn't know was that her mother had already been watching her every move from the shadows. The next day, while her mother was watering plants in the orchard, the girl looked at the capsules on the table. Phoebe decided to call the pharmacy to ask about them. Shortly after, the pharmacy told her that the medication for disabilities should be red capsules, but the ones in front of her were green. Now she was absolutely certain that something was wrong with the medication her mother had been giving her. Determined to uncover the truth, she told her mother she wanted to go see a movie. Her mother agreed. Before leaving, she secretly hid all the pills she hadn't taken over the past few days in her pocket. At the movie theater, halfway through the film, she lied about needing to use the restroom and then snuck out. She wheeled herself to the nearest pharmacy, pushed her way to the front of the line, immediately pulled out those green capsules from her pocket, and asked the pharmacist what they were. After examining the pills, the doctor explained that these were medications for pets. She pressed on, asking what would happen if a person took them. The pharmacist told her that if a person took them, it would cause paralysis. Just then, her mother found her and lied to everyone, claiming her daughter had lost her mind. Then her mother injected her with a sedative. The girl felt dizzy and collapsed into her mother's arms. When she woke up again, she found herself back in her room. She tried to get out, but the doorknob wouldn't budge. She desperately screamed for help, but no one answered. The door had been blocked from the outside. To have the strength to escape, she decided to fill her stomach first. Then she pulled out the power strip cord from the basket, grabbed a hot cutting knife, stored about half a cup of cold water in her mouth, and finally began executing her plan. Before long, she struggled her way up to the roof, dragging her powerless legs as she crawled forward bit by bit, eventually making it to her mother's bedroom window. Looking at the tightly shut window, she patiently heated the tip of the cutting knife until it glowed red, then pressed it against the glass. Soon cracks appeared in the window. Next, she tilted her head back, gathered all her strength into her throat, and forcefully spit the water onto the window. With the sudden temperature change, the glass quickly shattered completely. She finally succeeded in climbing into the room through the broken window. She then made her way to the staircase, but her calculating mother had already unplugged the lift. So she threw her wheelchair down the stairs, then endured the pain and rolled herself down. Incredibly, she suddenly discovered that her toes could move, but she didn't have time to celebrate. She had to escape before her mother returned. So she pushed through the pain and finally managed to escape from that place. So why would her mother treat her this way? Follow me to watch the next exciting segment of the movie.